Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory, where we have been insanely busy, making 15,000 wire per minute, and then 10,000 steel pipe per minute, culminating in the creation of over 1,000 different machines over the last 2 videos. So today we're gonna switch gears a bit and decorate, and then have fun with factory carts. But first, I've done some stuff behind the scenes that I want to show you. And that is, I've gone around the entire world here, and I've started to detail some of the weirder parts of the factory. Like some of the paths that just happen to go above ground and then hit the ground, so just added in a few little details there. Some big support pillars for the main highways, so they're not just floating anymore. And I started a tiny bit on the big thing I want to work on today, which is going to be all the walking paths for us. Because right now, I kind of just jump around and land wherever I can. But ideally, we'll have walking paths like these everywhere, so we can enjoy the area a bit more, without, fear of being run over. Or worse, irradiated, then run over. And quite importantly, we need to start doing this or else we're gonna run into weird problems like this, where I already have a ton of stuff built, and it is extremely difficult then to add in these pathways and their supports later on. So that's why I want to kind of tackle it before it gets, out of hand. So we will start from the very beginning, our storage room right at the beginning of the biome here, where we also have the biome's main power switch right here. Then off to its right, we'll have a walkway that goes over this way and then out into the world. Thankfully, there are just some weird spaces where we can bring this path out to. Specifically like areas like this, where we have like half a tile of space, because then I can add in a little pillar that can give the walkway some realistic support. So then it doesn't look like it's like floating in the air. But then, there's still gonna be those weird anomalies that we're probably just gonna end up doing a little bit of clipping with. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Or I suppose we're gonna have to figure out different solutions. Well, I guess the nice thing about what we're doing today is that we're just coloring in the lines. We don't have to think about, hey, how are we gonna set up like 600 different constructors? We just kind of have to see where space is available and then take it. But yeah, I guess we do have to do a little bit of thinking here. Everything should end up just snapping together. And then we get these cool walkways with awesome views over all the stuff down there. And we don't have to have the hover pack on us, which is kind of loud and also kind of goes out of range like constantly. But one of the best things is just using that last little bit of space around where we have like weird bits of concrete and then filling it in with these paths just to make sure that all the lines are colored in and everything looks fantastic, kind of. I suppose we're more so just layering this system in, or at least getting it started, because there's still huge swaths of land that still will have factories built upon them. So we're gonna focus on the busier areas of the factory where we've kind of established what's going on there. Like building 10,000 steel pipe per minute. I didn't even really realize this, but I think past Gibbs kind of helped me out. You see, to make sure things looked cool, I kind of encased a lot of the conveyor lifts in these pillar support things, just so it wasn't like a conveyor lift just freestanding out in the middle of nowhere. And I didn't really have this in mind, but now we can have the paths that I'm building intersect with wherever we have these pillars. So that way it won't just be random paths going all over the place. There'll be a method to the madness, at least. Ooh, and I guess we're at that point where we can kind of start doing a little bit of decorative work too, eh? Like stairways that wrap up pillars. Or even better, throwing in a couple lookout towers just all over the place, which will actually be useful too. Oh, the floor's too steep. I don't think so. That is going right there, bud. That is going away. And now that is looking awesome. And so the game goes for now, just building paths out to wherever it might be useful, or just trying to fill in the space where I can, and then connecting up to existing path systems that I've built in other places, like this random staircase over here. But I was doing a lot of this while I was live streaming over on Twitch, right? And while I was doing this, someone in chat had an acute observation, wherein I was usually just flying around with the hover pack for the tricky parts, and they're like, Kibs, why are you building this huge path for yourself if at the end of the day you're just gonna be using hypertubes and stuff like that anyway? And I was kind of like, oh, true. Because although it is nice to just run around here and just look at stuff every so often, realistically, I will just be flying around with the hover pack. So then they suggested, why not use all these walking paths as factory cart lanes? And that was genius. Because if you didn't know, the factory carts, A, don't take fuel, but also you can record paths with them. So we could just have factory carts running alongside the bigger vehicles just on these walkways. And since the walkways will be all over the place, we'll have factory carts all over the place and it'll be awesome! Except for stairs. Stairs are not really the best for the factory carts. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of redesigning to make this work. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna revisit areas that I've kind of completed and rebuild at least where the stairs are with these ramps so factory carts can easily go up and down. But then we'll probably still have some stairs for personal use too. Oh, but this idea is just so great because we can just add on as many factory carts as we want. We could use some for transporting some items, sure, but for the most part, if we just had like 50 factory carts scooting around all over the place too, I'd be so happy. So although it was super annoying to change out all the work I've done, I'd say it'll be worth it for the memes. And the last thing we need is some kind of rally point for all the factory carts to start from. So I was thinking we could build something like here, but I like this random whatever I built, so we won't. And instead, we'll make some kind of factory cart hub over this way. How we'll design it? Good question. Oh wait, actually, we have a pretty good example of a vehicle garage on the other side of the biome over here, at the plutonium drop-off point. This looks pretty cool. Yeah, we could do something similar maybe for a factory cart. And okay, the design works, but I wouldn't say it looks good. It's kind of a little bit too extra, especially since we're gonna be having little carts stored here. Like 100 little carts like that in a garage like this doesn't make a lot of sense. Like sure, if it was trucks like we had it in the other garage, yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. But the little factory carts, oh, they look so scared. Okay, so change of plans here. We need something more quaint. You know, what do they do with real life golf carts? Maybe we could do something like that? Oh, they just throw them in a shed. Okay. What I took from that is that I need to calm it down, Chief. Just the simplest shed possible. Flat roof, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. This is it. And here we'll just throw in as many factory carts as we want. 50, 100, I don't know. We'll throw in a couple at least to get ourselves started. But yeah. Once the factory is done, things can get a little bit more crazy. For now, assemble! It is time to scoot. And we're just gonna start recording paths nowhere because the recording's complete. What? How did that happen? It's just two things. Doesn't even make sense. Wait a second. Does that mean this can autopilot? What will it do? Clearly like a glitch happened and I have subjected this cart to eternal torment. Okay, well, let's not do that. Round 2. Dang it. Round 3. Go, 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 go. Okay, we're good, we're good. Made a little bit of a landing pad here for the cart to scoot around. To the left we can walk, to the right we can drive. We'll go up this way very, very safely, up to here, around the corner, and we're free to adventure and explore the world that I have created. Many paths going in many different directions. And there's going to be so many carts on here, they're going to be crashing and flying everywhere. So I'm not all too concerned about practically anything. Oh, wait, no, wait, except for actually staying on track, no. Ah, I forgot. I left a bunch of walkways that just kind of go into nowhere because I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with the space. So maybe I should go around and mark things a little bit better. Like, hey, Kibs, don't turn here. That'd be bad. Ooh, or actually, this is not a good idea, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go and build some factory cart specific roads. Like not walkways, but actual roads for the factory carts. Since all of them have to go back to that hub back there, we probably want the factory carts just to go all over the place just for funsies. But then funnel back onto some kind of main road to get back to Dodge. So we could just have random roads like this going wherever. And then also, we get to use that really cute factory cart paint everywhere. I use this for the storage area, right? And I just fell in love. Look at the little cart there, oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then we can throw these roads going all over the place, oh my gosh. It's so pointless, but I love it. But then again, that's kind of what we're about around here sometimes. Actually, I'm being a bit rough. No, it's not totally pointless. It's another logistical path built throughout the biome that we can utilize for other things and stuff, for sure. But yep, it loops all the way back to the hub there. And like all of our infrastructure, we can expand on it whenever we please. But for now, I at least got 4 carts ready to go and adventure. So they all kind of just go on random paths wherever, and I suppose we'll see them every so often. But hey, when we do, it will be super cute and special. Can it even drive itself to its destination though? Yes? No? Maybe? What if I'm there? Ah, we stop it. Okay, so no risk of getting run over. This is good. And also, we can stand on top of it, I'm sure. Get back here! Okay. Oh no, please. You're okay, right? Here, let me help you be okay. There we go. Oh, but yeah, see, it's not totally pointless. Once we start riding on one, we get these smooth camera rides. So there is kind of like a purpose to it. So let's let the others loose here and enjoy the chaos as these little rascals start running around. Oh, but here's the scary thing, right? We can throw as many factory carts as we want on this track. Because on each of these, we can load one of the factory cart paths, and then we can let them each loose. So we can get as crazy as we ever want with this all. Scoot, scoot my minions. What? Not that way. Okay, that one decided to live its own life, fair enough. The rest of them will enjoy their travels around the factory. And every so often, we'll run into one, and it'll be super cute. But we're only gonna allow a few to roam for now, because we still have lots to build, and I'm a little worried if we spam like 200 of these right now, that it might cause a tiny bit of lag. But also, you know, maybe right now is the best time ever to stress test the system. And maybe we just add in, like, you know, another 50 carts and see how it goes. Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be a total disaster. I see. It seems to be there is a cart traffic jam. So there's this new feature with vehicles where they actually will not like run into each other, namely with trucks. And it seems the carts have that kind of AI as well. So they're all taking their turns and being nice and calm about things and civil. Oh, well, some are civil, some are just like, nah. But then I persevered and I whipped all these little carts into shape and fixed all of their pathing so that they would behave properly. So the pathing is cleared, the carts are scooting, and now we have like an extra 100 little friends running around our factory waiting to say hello. And just as importantly, we now have a huge new logistical system which we can exploit and maybe transfer some items with later on. Who knows? All I know is I think we aren't done for now. And I think next time we'll get into the crazy machinery building spam as we usually do. So until then, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.